How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today I'm kind of going to be giving you a bit of a conversation, a bit of a topic, something to talk about with regards to FIFA 20 and what have been my thoughts on the game. Obviously, this year for a lot of people hasn't been a game that most people have enjoyed. I never played FIFA 19. Well, I played it for about 3-4 weeks from initial release, and then I had to walk away from the game. So I can't base this on FIFA 19. I can only base this on FIFA 18, which is when I really started to play FIFA. And just kind of give you my thoughts on it. What I feel like went well, what I feel like went wrong, and obviously, you know, talking about the excitement for FIFA 21. If you do enjoy the video, please let me know by giving it a like. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day, and we also stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst 6 days a week. In the background, you have got some footage from the Road to Glory from the Weekend League just gone. Yes, we're still playing Weekend League, and we will do until FIFA 21 drops. That's kind of give it there. So, FIFA 20. What a year it's been. It's been a very weird year. So I picked up the game 3 days after it came out. I bought EA Access to start off with. I think it came out on the Friday. I bought it on the Sunday or the Monday, around that sort of time frame. And I bought EA Access to start off with to get the 10 hours to see what I thought of it. And then I decided, yeah, you know what? We'll give this a go, and we'll see how the game is. The game in itself, right, it has very big fundamental issues. However, from watching FIFA 19, from the way you could score in the gameplay that it wasn't really football, right? It wasn't trying to be a football simulator, which that's not what FIFA is. You know, it is an arcade game at the end of the day. So, you know, we should have quick attacking football. Scorelines may not, you know, emulate real life. Like, you know, there's a lot of 1-0s, 2-1s on this FIFA. Probably like to see more goals. But this has been a bit closer, let me explain, closer to a football game than what looked like last year to be to me, in terms of shooting angles, the way you score, and so on. The issue that we've had this year is that the tempo of the game isn't quick enough, and the core mechanics of tactics means that players drop back naturally, players sit deep, which makes it a very boring game. So it starts to look like a lot of people holding the ball on the edge of the box, and then the opponent sits there and goes, oh no, they're holding the ball, look at them, they're not playing quick FIFA. And the reason why they're holding the ball is because they've got 10 men to try and get past on the edge of the box, and they can't just walk through, can they? So they hold it and they pass it round. They're trying to invite you to come out, and it's basically a game of cat and mouse. It's who makes the mistake first, and that's what it's been like this year. So the gameplay wise, it's been pretty woeful, if I'm being completely honest with you. It had a start where it was okay, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. Overload ball side came really effective. People played drop back even more. And then it just went south big time. And I think the way the game is at the minute, they've made some patches again. They've not changed stuff. But to me, the game feels very different to the way it was, you know, 6-7 months ago. So in terms of gameplay rating, how do I rate it? If you said to me, I think we've asked this on podcast, do you want clean servers, clean servers, you know, no issues with the connection? Would you put up with FIFA 20? I probably would, in a way, because although it is boring, although it is negative, from watching the videos last year, from watching what last year was like, at least I know with the clean servers, I've got a chance of, you know, putting the ball in the back of the net if I work hard enough. Might take a while, and it might only be 1-0, but so. Whereas FIFA 21, you could have bad servers, and you could just lay the ball to a man on the edge of the box, and he could be facing a goal, and he could finesse it first time, you know, green finesse, and it would go in. And that, to me, like, is a little bit... It's not realistic, and like I said, the game isn't realistic. You know, you've got icons that aren't alive that are in the game. You know, you've got elements of the game that just wouldn't be there in real life. So it's a hard line, and it's a hard thing for them to get right, I believe. But, you know, I would take the clean servers and this year again. However, saying that, moving into FIFA 21, to me... I don't see how we can go into another year of bad gameplay, as in bad servers. I played on FIFA 18 and they were bad then. FIFA 19, obviously, I didn't play, but apparently they were the same then. I just really hope that they get that right. That's kind of got to be the key thing for me. Servers, and then the gameplay can come with it. Get the servers right, and the gameplay can be tweaked. The gameplay can be fixed. You know, that there can be elements that they can do better. Definitely on the gameplay side of things. What would I like to see from FIFA 21? I'd like to see a much quicker tempo of the game. I'd like to see more heavier score lines. I'd like to see a diversity in how you can attack. You know, if you want to cross it, If you want to try hot headers, you want to try some finesse shots on the edge of the box a bit more. Not just near post, near post, near post. It seems to be that every year there's always, this is the way to score and the only way. FIFA 18, it was low drivens. FIFA 19, by the seams of it, seems to be finesses, El Tornado volleys, crosses to the back stick for Ibrahimovic. Like, it's just so many, like, there's always those OP ways. Like, I'd like to just know that there's always going to be a more favoured way to finish, I suppose. But I'd like to see a more balanced area across the board. Last year, they said all volleys and crosses were too strong. So this year, they're useless. And, that sort of stuff. And even like chips this year are terrible. Hopefully next year they give us a little bit more and a little bit better on that side of things. So that's kind of my thoughts on the gameplay. The thing for me, if I'm being honest with you, it's a hard year for me to sit here and say I despise the game. The game was terrible. I hated it with every passion. I never wanted to log on. I can't sit there and say that. And there's a few reasons for this. Now, number one is that this game has been absolutely life-changing for me. And I don't think I can sit here and ever really say I hated it. Because in a sense, it's got a soft spot in my heart. It's changed my life. I've gone from selling cars for a living, which I've done all my life, to now this as my job. I can't really sit there and say that the game was the worst thing I've ever experienced, because if it was that bad, I wouldn't have produced content. I wouldn't have ever even decided I was going to do this. I started this journey back in October last year, and I said, this is the plan and this is what I want to do. And if the game wasn't that enjoyable, not to say that enjoyable, but if the game was that bad, which it isn't the greatest game, I would have just stopped. And obviously you guys stir me on, you guys help me push through those times where it gets a little bit, not sure about this. I will say, though, if I wasn't producing content, I wouldn't be playing Weekend League right now. I wouldn't be playing the 30 games on a weekend and whatnot. You saw me, a month or so ago, have a break, stop playing as many Weekend Leagues, didn't play all the games and so on. I definitely would take a step back, right? Because, it's content creation for me at the minute. Whereas if I was just an average person that hasn't, a job and I want to spend my weekends doing something else, and I would do, that is 100%. But the game will always have a soft spot for my heart, FIFA 20 specifically, because of the life-changing thing. COVID obviously came around and made things very different for everyone. So yeah, that obviously, and I hope everyone is doing well with regards to all that. So it has been a very weird year for me, but it's going to have a soft spot. However, FIFA 21 could even top that. FIFA 21, if they get it right, could be really, really good. The actual content this year, in terms of objectives, SPCs, just the stuff that you log on each day for, it's been pretty woeful up until Summer Heat. And if you really look back on it, like the Summer Heat, the Future Stars promo, to me, they could have done better. The Future Star cards that they give are great, but they could give you more. Like a weak foot upgrade, skill moves upgrade on some of these cards. They could do more on that. The Shapeshifters one for me wasn't fantastic. I wasn't really that interested by any of them. Team of the Year is Team of the Year. I think Team of the Year, in a way, doesn't ruin the game. Look at that for a block, by the way. Should have been a pen. Pulled it back from 3-0 to 3-3. Should have been a pen. Maldini, AI block, goes up the other end and scores and wins it, doesn't he? So, to me, it's been very weird. Team of the Year breaks the game in a sense, because the game comes out. This year it's coming out in October. Team of the Year, I don't know if it's going to be January again, obviously, because football started a little bit later and had a break. It probably will be. I don't see any reason why they would change it, actually. But it kind of brings through 99, 98, 97, 96 rated cards, and the game's not really caught up to that stage just yet. So you go through a phase of 99 rated cards and still got like 82, 84 rated defenders, like Militao, Semedo and so on. And it just kind of goes through a bit of a weird patch, actually. And then you wait for Team of the Season a few months down the line, and that's when everyone starts to get these gas teams. So it's always an interesting one. By the way, at this point, I was waiting for my McDonald's to come, wasn't I? I ordered a McDonald's for my dinner. I was streaming at the time, and I completely lost the ball. Completely lost the ball. You saw me give away. I've given away 2 goals in this game. Literally 2 goals to this guy, which was a little bit frustrating. Oh no, he did. Yeah, he does score here. Sorry. As we are on Team Press, I did play the 4-4-2 this weekend. A little bit of 4-2-3-1, but mainly the 4-4-2. As Van der Beek bangs that into the top beans. If you're a United fan, you're happy with the signing of Van der Beek? Let me know what you think. So going back to FIFA 20, what would I rate it out of? If you gave me like a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6.5, 7. I feel like the content could have been better. The gameplay could have been a lot more enjoyable. They could do more. So they've added in like the 2v2 FUT, which is great, but you can't invite friends, which baffles me, like to a friendly mode. I still think DKT should come back. I still think they could do more during the week. I still think they could add like little league tournaments in. They could create a more casual mode inside of Ultimate Team. I actually think there is loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of ideas that FIFA EA could do to implement to make this game more enjoyable. So yeah, that's kind of where I'd rate this game. I have enjoyed my time, and I am absolutely buzzing for FIFA 21. Regardless of whatever game they give us, I'm just looking forward to producing, the videos to help you guys get better. To see the comments saying, "Analyst, thank you. I went from this rank to this rank." That's what we do here at this channel. That's where we try and help, and that's kind of what we do on that side of things. So I am really, really looking forward to that again and getting that excitement, that initial buzz of FIFA. And yeah, regardless of the game that they give us, do I think the game will be what I want it to be? Absolutely no chance. I don't get filled with loads of optimism from playing the game, from watching the videos on the game, from the general ideas from them in the pitch notes. I think they've added in some good features, but I still think they could do more. Now, saying all this, if you said to me now, whatever gameplay they give us on FIFA 21, they give you a clean connection, clean servers, would you be happy? And the answer is yes, because for me, that is one of the most fundamental issues. The fact that we're in 2020 and we still log on to a game that doesn't have a clean connection every time you log on, I feel like that's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. I really do think they could do much more with that, and that's where their main focus should be. But we will see. So that's kind of me talking on, just kind of giving you my thoughts. We've not really sat down and had a chat in a little while. Obviously been making a lot of content regarding FIFA 21 and how excited I am, and to do this, to do that, teams, advice, all that sort of thing. But now it's time to wrap the video up. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to me have a bit of a conversation, bit of a talk. This weekend we finished 23-7. As I said, I went into the Sunday 13-2. You guys would have seen it. We got top 100 on the Friday, and we had to just go and really win all of our games bar one, and we would have had our top 100 finish. But see, that's the thing as well. Before I do wrap it up, I have hit quite a few 28s on PlayStation this year. If I go and hit a 27 on Xbox at the minute, it gets me top 100. That doesn't bother me, because I'm like, well, it's not better than what I've got previously. I've kind of lost that mojo. I'm not as good as I used to be, don't get me wrong. But I've had those 28-2s. Why would a 27-3 bother me? Like, it really wouldn't. So as soon as I kind of get to that point where I'm like, you know what, I can't get a 29, can't get 30, I just lose interest, to be honest. The difference between Elite 1 and Elite 3 rewards at the minute really don't concern me. So that's my fault. I need to get back into the mojo, ready for FIFA 21. If I want to try and be as good as I can next year, I've got to get back into that. So we'll see. But yeah, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. As I said, I do always appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for a different sort of video. And as I said, if you did enjoy, please let me know by giving it a like, and you can subscribe to the channel. I don't know why that guy moved the keeper the other way. Really, 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 really odd one. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.